Hello, LP family, and welcome to today's video. Thank you so much for coming and sharing some time with me. I love and appreciate you all. So today is Friday, November 1st. I recorded my video today instead of Thursday because I wanted to talk about love. And of course, the frequency of love is all the much more ripe on Venus Day, Friday, that right from the goddess Frida. Today, Aphrodite's, with it being November 1st. It's also known as Hallowmas, right? The day after Halloween, so more Hallow. Aphrodite, very active and open. The veil is still very thin, allowing spirit beings to connect with us. And there's so much happening in the cosmos. Oh my God, there's so much happening in the cosmos. Aside from the new moon in Scorpio, there's just a lot going on. So, today being a 111 day, Friday, a day ruled by Venus, I just wanted to talk about what brings us together, because there is it's being purported that there's a lot of separation, that there's a lot of discontentment among us as human beings, but a lot of us are united, right? And the thing that unites us is love. Whether it's love for each other, love for yourself, love for your neighbor, love for your spouse, or love of our enemies, right? Love is what brings us together, and it is such a ripe energy. You know, I've been noticing people a lot more smiling at me, you know, telling me hi, telling me, you know, how I look, giving me compliments on certain things. And I brought this up to my, she's not my sister. I brought this up to my niece, and she was like, yeah, I've been noticing this more with me, right? And at first she was laughing off, well, it's a Stuart jeans, ha ha ha. But really, literally, it's just in the atmosphere. There's just people are just feeling, you know, right. They're just feeling good. They're not allowing certain reports to make them feel low and make them feel negative. And today of all days, it is a beautiful day to share love, to show love. And I just want to mention that we should really be bringing back love, the natural love between man and woman. You know, one of my clients was saying that she was thinking to herself, you know, are there no men who see women, because she's single right now. She's like, are there no men out there that see women by themselves and it's like, oh, let me buy you a drink, or how are you doing? How are you feeling? Whatever. And she said the next day she was out somewhere by herself and a man came up to her and was like, oh, I see you sitting by yourself. I'd like to buy you a drink. I'd like to, you know, make sure you get home safe, right? Here's some money. I don't want you to be out here in a lurch. And that is just so genuinely, like, right? That is so masculine. That is literally how things should be, right? Because our men in their divine masculine energy with balanced solar plexuses, they feel confident, right? They feel powerful. They are protectors. That is what is ingrained in them, in their genetic compound, right? Not being, you know, having freaking perfectly polished nails, right? You see my nails are chipped. Like, their nails are more polished than mine, some of these guys out here. And I'm like, come on, right? It's just a matter of being stoic and being strong and presenting that foot forward, right? Being very astute, right? And then us as feminine. Now, I know some may say that we're not natural born leaders, but I mean, have you seen a woman, right? We do many things, right? We are the nurturers. We are the teachers. That's why it's, you know, if you teach a woman, you teach a nation, because that's what we do, right? So we are very, well, most of us naturally ingrained in our DNA with wonderful balanced sacral chakras. We are nurturers, we are creators, we are teachers, we are lovers, we are sensual, we are passionate, right? That's our feminine energy. That's what we move on with. That's what we move on, rather, right? So bringing this love energy together and just moving back into a space of let's be kind to each other, because I love my life. I want you to love your life. And I know the quickest way, the fastest way to love your life is to have less stress. And if my smile today brings you less stress, great. If me opening the door for you today leaves you with less stress, great. If I'm in a drive through and I have an extra $3 and I'm like, hey, put it on the next person's order, right? That's less stress. Sometimes it's the little things, because a lot of the complaints that I hear through my clients is that kindness, human decency, empathy, right? People taking their time, that's the thing that's lacking. And they're like, are there any regular humans that just want to be happy? Is there any more of us left, right? A lot of times we're stressed out because of the things that we see or that we experience. But if you turn your mind off from that, right? I know we have elections going on in the United States. I know there's natural disasters happening in other parts of the country. I know that there's other parts of the country that's trying to ramp this ease up again. I know there's parts of the country where a lot of their children are being taken. So there's a lot of things to look at, to be upset about, and to focus on. But if you just tune out of that, and allow yourself to tune into the wonderful things that you desire to see in your life and that you desire to see with others, and then you just spread that along, that will help negate some of the wickedness that happens. Now, it's not going to dissipate, because in this paradigm, in this reality where we are, the balance that we have chosen to balance out our love and happiness is just extreme wickedness, right? But it can't eradicate and wipe a lot of it out, right? A lot of these celebrities, right? I was going to say stars. A lot of these celebrities that have been pushed into power, they're being called to roost. They're being called to task. A lot of these billionaires that came across their money, or CEOs of companies that came across their money in nefarious ways, they're being called to task. And that's because Mars is like, I demand my blood. I want it back. And if it's not coming from the layman people, then those of you that we were using, now I need yours, right? Now is no more, right? Is no more needed. And if you're thinking, is she talking about Diddy? Yeah, he's just one of them. He's just one of them, right? But there's so much more. There's so much more. So it's like they're giving me baseball equipment. So like baseball mitts, right? They can run ragged after time catching all those balls. Sometimes the middle of the mitt can get a little worn, right? And you're like, oh, this is my good trusty mitt. I love it. I love it. I love it. But after a while, you're like, okay, I have no more use for it. So you got to go. I'm going to go trade you in to play it again and get me another mitt, right? That's more beneficial. That's still kind of used, right? Because Play It Again is a shop where you can get used equipment. You turn in your old, you get a new one at a discount. So it's like, okay, I'm going to go get another one that is still kind of used, still kind of worn, but it's going to do a better job than what it is that I had before, right? So allow yourself to spread love, not war, right? That's something that Spirit shared. I did a card reading on my other channel on the Angels Oracle. I'll link it down below. But for light workers, like, hey, this is something we want to usher in. This is a good time to bring this energy in. And I feel it couldn't have come at a better time. Allow yourself to spread love, not war, okay? Together, united we stand, divided we fall. And it doesn't matter how you get united with someone, right? Well, it does matter, but it doesn't matter what love frequency you decide to become united on, because I do not recommend you unite with somebody who's on trauma. Do not trauma bond with these people out here, okay? But it doesn't matter what you love that brings you together. This is a frequency that is so very ripe, and our ancestors are imploring us. They're asking us to bring this forth. Spirit is asking us to bring this forth. They're like, you all want peace, you all want the end of war, you all want more food, you all want abundance, you all want the aliens, you all want to see sustainable energy, you all want the trees to be replenished, you all want the oceans to be clean. Just share some love, show some love for one another, and you'll start to see a change. You'll start to see it drastically change. Okay, the change that you're waiting for is on the other side of the love that you're holding back. So give that forth easily and freely, and you'll start to see that dynamic change immediately. Because when you have love, you don't put up with BS. You don't allow other crap to invade your space because you're so filled with love. You're like, I don't have room for hate. All I have is love, right? I'm not going to support a company that doesn't love me. Or I don't support a company that doesn't love me enough not to put carcinogens in the food, or to put bioengineered products in the water, or in the food rather, right? Or to poison the water, right? I'm not going to support that company. I'm not going to keep lining your pockets. I'm not doing that, right? Once you put up a stand and make some changes, you'll start to see it like quickly, right? Just like in the month of June, a lot of people were like, no, we don't agree with you pushing that agenda on the children, so we're not supporting your store or supporting your products. And very quickly they changed their tune, right? Not judging anyone, do what you do, but there's a line, there's boundaries, right? They said, no, we love the children more than that. So that is that, wealthy family. That's all that I have for you all today. I love you all. If you're on my website, look out for my email blast regarding this new moon in Scorpio. Also, I have my announcement going with my flyer with a huge announcement going for my winter solstice catapult your energy that will be released today, right on 11/1. I'm so excited for the guest speakers that I have this year, full of information coming through for you all to make sure that you are good for 2025 and beyond. But until then, until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.